7 money habits that help me retire at 50. They may also help you. How can anyone be happy unless they have financial independence? I just finished watching a documentary on poverty among middle-class Americans. These were people who had everything but suddenly found themselves homeless. They had well-paid jobs, new cars, and large houses. It astounded me how all that could disappear so quickly. But then it became obvious. None of them built any wealth. The houses had mortgages and the cars had loans. That showed me the importance of having financial independence. Once you have that, it doesn't matter if you lose your job because you won't need one. You may want one, but it's not essential. The sort of freedom this brings is so liberating that it's difficult to describe. Luckily, I figured this out in my 20s. It's when I set a goal of achieving financial freedom. Unlike many people, I didn't want money so that I could buy a Lambo, wear designer clothes, show off, and all that shit. I don't care about what others think about me. So I do not need to buy the latest gear. I wanted money primarily to buy myself freedom. I see friends who are unhappy commuting to work every day, struggling to pay their rent and mortgages, and generally not being able to afford what they want. That life was not what I wanted. I wanted a simple life. I wanted a nice place to live, to be able to travel and to be able to not have to worry about money when I needed to purchase something. I also didn't want to wait until I was 65 before I could retire. I reached my goal in just over 20 years. The concept is very simple. Spend less than you earn and invest the difference into assets. Many people spend less than they earn but end up wasting what's left over by buying liabilities. Like a new car, for example. These are the 7 money habits that help me achieve my dreams. Number 1. I educated myself about finance. I read books and read the financial sections of quality newspapers to help educate myself. There was no internet back then, so this step is now much easier than it was when I was learning. These days, you can listen to podcasts and watch videos to help educate yourself. Stay away from any get-rich-quick scams though. Number 2. I tracked my spending to figure out where my money was going. This helped me cut expenses that were bad value for money. I got rid of unnecessary spending. The more you spend, the longer it will take to reach financial freedom. You may never reach your goal. Some think that this means being ultra frugal, but I don't think that's a good way to build wealth. We only have one life and need to enjoy it. Cut unnecessary expenses, but don't live like a monk. Spend money on what brings you pleasure. Number 3. I invested in property and index funds. There is a lot of debate about which of these is best for me. It doesn't matter. I invested in both. I wasn't trying to get the absolute best return. I wanted a good return, and a bit of both worked well for me. Don't get too caught up in the small details. Number 4. I relocated to more affordable countries. I didn't do this until after I achieved financial freedom. My aim isn't to live in a cheap country just to save money. My aim was to find a country that I love that is affordable. My current base is Bangkok. It's one of my favorite cities. It also happens to be affordable. There are even more affordable places that I could live, but I wouldn't enjoy living in those places. Don't make the mistake of moving somewhere just because it's cheaper. Number 5. I built side hustles to earn extra money. This enabled me to build up my assets more quickly. This meant I could reach financial freedom at a younger age. I had an income from my day job and an income from my side hustles. One side hustle turned into a business that earned me a total of over $500,000. That's the power of side hustles. Number 6. I didn't try to keep up with the Jones. Just because my neighbors got a new car, a new kitchen, a fantastic holiday, or anything else, I didn't try to keep up. I still took fantastic holidays, but I took them because I wanted to, not because I was trying to impress someone. So what if my neighbors or friends had a new $50,000 car? I was happy with my $5,000 bone shaker. I have no need to impress them. Number 7. I played the long game. I want long-term wealth, not short-term cash that will be gone in a flash. I knew it would take time to reach financial freedom, and I was willing to wait. Building wealth quickly involves taking more risks. I'm risk-averse, so opted for the low-risk option. The day I sold my business and quit my job was worth waiting for. I'm now set for life, barring any catastrophes.
How did you end up funding your side hustles and investing into property and index funds? Or how did you manage that risk? I mean, did you not think to invest more into the side hustle if it started to gain traction as this has the ability to go up multiples?
My main focus was my day job. That's where money for investing came from. I had very limited time for my side hustles. Usually an hour a day. I built one into a real business, but most were just fun projects that weren't scalable.
You don't say here how much you have or what your lifestyle is like. I kind of want to drive my Ferrari, not move to Bangkok to live. The financial advice side should really be separate from the lifestyle side. Financial advice is there to help you reach your goals, whatever they may be. Most people don't want to move to Bangkok so they can retire early.
Well said. Personally, I never want to retire. But I love my business and what I do for it. If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. I'm sorry for those that don't have the passion to thrive in your business. Agree. I don't really have a passion for my business in itself. But I have a passion for business by itself.